tracing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. Stagecoach, don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust.
Thanks for coming over to give me some support, guys. Means a lot. I had to leave. For some reason, Vindicator perhaps forgot about me. Yeah, and then it became something it shouldn't have been. I wanted to talk to Paul Thorpe one-on-one. I believe that if I had talked to him, well, first it would have resolved the strike. I think I could have got him to withdraw it, and I would have been it would have been a much calmer, much more civilized debate. I wouldn't let them, not a question of I wouldn't let it, ribeye wouldn't allow the behavior there that I saw there. I wasn't impressed by it. I don't want to attack my fellow patriots, but there was not enough control there. I'm a professional manager. I've managed hundreds of men in the forces and in the business world. I know how to talk to people. I know when to ramp it up and I know when to ramp it down. At one point, I was even beginning to feel sorry for Paul Thorpe. Now that is incredible, isn't it? That is incredible. You know, I'm still not his biggest fan, but I would have conducted a debate with him a little bit more civilly. And that was that. And I just got so frustrated in the end, after asking and asking and asking to be let up. At the end of the day, who's the guy with the copyright strike? Who's the guy with the copyright strike? It's our channel. It's not their channel, it's our channel that's threatened. Yeah, oh, you don't have to worry about that. I'm no fan of Thorpe's. I'll never be a fan of Thorpe's. However, I'm not particularly wild, but I will do it. I will do it. I won't bow to Paul Thorpe, and I will show you the letters. Later on, perhaps when I've chilled out a bit, I'll show you the letters, exactly what he said. He's demanding that I take down 4 videos and write him an apology, a letter, an apology, a written apology for smearing him. Well, you know what my response to that is? Lawyer up, and I'll spend every penny I've got. I'll take him through to the courts. He's copying our conversations to his solicitors, and he's been tracking our channel for some time. However, I will go all the way, and it will hurt him more in the end, because I don't care about money, and I don't care what it costs. Paul would care. Having said that, if I could have gotten to have withdrawn the strike by simply saying, okay, hands up, I played a strip of your video for 8 minutes without talking, I'm sorry. I'll trim it down to the relevant part. Yeah, that would have given Paul Thorpe a way out. He would have had I've had a victory over the Green Arrow. I got him to trim the part I complained about originally out, so there's no need for a copyright strike. He could have walked away. But all this has done now is create ramped up a possible war where there's going to be lawyers involved. This channel will be looking for money to fund the legal fees. I know you probably come up with it, but I don't want it to come to that. I'd rather give the money to a valuable cause, leaflets, anything, rather than give it to lawyers. I hate lawyers. And I believe I could have done that tonight had I been allowed to talk to Paul Thorpe. But I wasn't allowed to talk to Paul Thorpe. Anyhow, I think that's about it, guys. It happens. Fortunately, I got a little drop of rum. Yeah, I'm fine now. Just my cup. Anyhow, should we listen to a bit of music for a second? Anyhow, I've just sent Paul Thorpe an email saying that if he wanted to talk one-on-one, anywhere, anytime, I would do it on this channel or on his channel, and it would be a bit more civil than what we saw tonight. Yeah. There are two ways to destroy your enemy. You can either destroy him with an hatchet, which is messy and bloody, which was happening over there tonight, or you can use a stiletto. Both have the same effect, but one is more graceful, more cleaner. I wanted to give Paul Thorpe a way out. He wasn't given that chance tonight. Content creators have to have strong personalities. You've seen that. You've seen it in Vindicator. You've seen it in Dino Bain. You've seen a glimpse of it in me when I turn. Yeah. So it was obvious something like that was going to happen from the start, unless they had a strong person to control them. And I could have been that strong person. Oh, well. They learn in the end, I suppose. Let's have a little bit of music, is that?
It ain't about riches or glory, or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen.
Ribeye has just informed me that he keeps asking Paul Thorpe to come over. Whether Paul Thorpe will see it, I don't know.
Ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home.
No point. Once I started to talk, they would, I would be shouted down because they'd each have something to say. The only one who seemed to have behaved with a modicum of decency there was ABS. He sat there and I could see he was slowly fuming.
In the hunter, when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow,
there.
Honey, I'm home. dust settles down on the highway, and the neon starts fading to blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows in every town I've passed through. But there's a light in the window calling.
He might have. If I'd had a chance to talk to him, I think I could have got him to have retracted it. I know. Take it from me, I've had to deal with people like Paul before. I know exactly what he's thinking and what he's going to say.
Points me back home, where the handshakes are honest, and you're never alone. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that...
No, thank you. It's a nice thought. Let's see if we go to the mattresses first. Rest assured, I won't be shy in asking for help if it comes to it. But thank you very much, Patriot.
Arrows where I should be. They say that the road is a master that leads you to nowhere at all. But I've built me a bridge over trouble, and I finally stepped over the wall. You can keep all your gold and your silver and your ships out on the deep rolling sea. I'll take the peace and the promise, follow the green arrow home just for me. Oh, the green arrow points me back home, where the handshakes are honest, and you're never alone. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found in a world full of lonesome. I'm finally me, 'cause the green arrows where I should be. You know, sometimes you wander so far, you forget what it's like to belong. But then you see that sign, and you realize you're home. Where the spirit is free, the green arrow, that's the path for me.
I'm
Dust
okay.
settles down on the highway, and the neon starts fading to blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows
Yes.
in every town I've passed through. But there's a light in the window calling, like a bell ringing steady and free. I finally found where I'm grounded. Yeah, the green arrow's calling to me. Oh, the green arrow points me back home, where the handshakes are honest, and you're never alone. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me, 'cause the green arrow's where I should be.
Just got to do something, guys. Only be a minute or two.
Say that the road is a master that leads you to nowhere at all. But I've built me a bridge over trouble, and I finally stepped over the wall. You can keep all your gold and your silver and your ships out on the deep rolling sea. I'll take the peace and the promise, follow the green arrow home just for me. Oh, the green arrow points me back home, where the handshakes are honest, and you're never alone. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me, 'cause the green arrow's where I should be.
Bluebell is right. I laugh when they say having a go at Paul Thorpe. I know they're good intentions, saying having a go at an old age pensioner or having a go at a 77-year-old. I have to laugh because I'm more deadly than all of them put together. Oh, it makes me smile.
You know, sometimes you wander so far, you forget what it's like to belong. But then you see that sign, and you realize you're home. Where the spirit is free.
Too many times.
The green arrow that that's the path for me.
Too many times, Katie, too many times, and worse than this, much worse. Oh well, just do what we can and keep going, because we will win under Rupert Lowe and restore Britain.
There's a crimson stain deep in the valley where the ghosts of the cavalry ride, and the stories are etched in the canyon of the ones who had nowhere to hide.
What do you think I'm doing over here?
He bled for this acreage, and his father, he broke the first stone.
You can call me arrogant now, guys. When I walked in and Paul Thorpe, and fair play, he had the courage to come in. He did have the courage to come in there. I knew, or I believed, I may be wrong, I believed that if I could just talk to him for a couple of minutes, we could reach an agreement on avoiding the 5 strikes that were lined up against us. Yeah, because as I told you earlier, as well as the 1 strike, Paul had another 4 strikes up lined to hit me with. Yeah, I'd already started to prepare our defense, and well, been busy all day on it really. But I knew when Paul come in, I thought this is a guy I can cut a deal with. Yeah, we might not we'll never politically agree, and I would never trust him. Never trust him. But so long as he goes in the right direction and there's someone watching him, he could be useful. Paul Thorpe, he's got 300,000 followers. Paul Thorpe could be useful to the cause. You see, I'm pragmatic. I've done it all before. I don't break in a wind, but I can bend in a wind. Yeah. And I knew when I went in there, I thought, if I'm allowed to talk to Paul Thorpe, once we had the initial clash of swords, yeah, because there's always a clash of swords in the beginning of a debate, yeah, and it settled down, I would be able to talk to him and we could reach an agreement. Because if we don't reach an agreement and he wins with the 5 strikes and this channel is gone, the next target will be Vindicator or Dino Bain, yeah? That would be his next target. So much better to win him over to our side. That's true. Yeah. And what's better than a sailor but an ex-sailor who's ex-British National Party? We're the worst of the lot. Yeah. The copyright strike's gone through. Yeah, I appeal. I've got my appeal lined up. At this moment in time, there are 2 options. One, I can reach an agreement with the claimant, Paul Thorpe, and say, okay, Paul, I did use some of your video. It was fair, but 8 minutes technically is not fair. I should have cut it right off after the bit that I wanted to talk about. So technically, there's that. But my defense, reporting on it, it's my right to report. And I think that would hold up. But against 5 strikes, I could win 2 and lose 3. We've had 1 strike, so obviously, to be avoided. And then, of course, I'm a man of my word. I would fight it to the bitter end and take it to the highest court in the land that I could afford to take it to. And I wanted to avoid that by reaching an agreement, but sadly, I was not allowed. I was not allowed to even attempt to negotiate a deal. And that's why in the end I gave up. I think some of you over there would have seen me repeatedly asking to be allowed to speak. And I just wasn't given that opportunity. They were too busy ripping each other to bits. Yeah, my wife is a saint. I put her through hell. No man should put his wife through what I put her through. Politics is a dirty, bloody business. That you put politics in, well, I was going to say you put your country before your wife. Yes, I know it's 3 strikes, yeah, but Paul Thorpe has 5 claims against me. Yeah, I know it's 3 strikes. He's holding back for waiting to see if I take down the videos and send him a letter of an apology. Well, I was never going to do that, was I? Can you imagine me sending an apology? No. Anyhow, back to the music now.
To claim what is rightfully owned. Oh, the blood is the life of the river, and the soil is the soul of the land. The legends are written in iron by a cold and a heavy-handed hand. I'm weary of trail dust and shadows, and the secrets the mountainsides keep. But the green arrows rooted in glory, where the bones of the pioneers sleep. They tell of a man out of legend who tamed the wild heart of the plain.
Everybody's coming here. Oh, God. As if I haven't got enough troubles. Thankfully, Bad Wolf is here. Hopefully, Bluebell as well.
And a prayer for the coming of rain. That spirit still beats in the timber. It cries in the whippoorwill's call. It's the pull of the earth and the lineage that rises up over us all. Oh, the blood is the life of the river, and the soil is the soul of the land. The legends are written in iron by a cold and a heavy hand in hand. I'm weary of trail dust and shadows, and the secrets the mountain sides keep. But the green arrows rooted in glory, where the bones of the pioneers sleep. It's a thick, heavy tie to the hollows. It's a debt that you pay with your years, to keep the old flame from the ashes and wash away history's tears. Tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over.
Guys, you've got to listen to this lyrics regards our copyright strike. The lyrics are absolutely brilliant. Getting a lot of messages saying that it was a bit of a shambles. Well, I'm not going to argue with them there. They can wait. Check this out.
Strip with a cheap gold watch and a nervous lip. You posted a story that didn't quite track. Now the whole wide world is talking back. You see a mirror of who you used to be, and you panic at the sight of reality. So you reach for the button, you reach for the light, turn a legal wrong into a copyright strike. You're trying to scrub the record clean, but the groove is out and the cat is loose, and you're making up your own damn rules. Oh, the critics and he's claiming the rights. Yeah, Benny Dawn Paul doesn't get fair use. He's just a broken dancer with a flimsy excuse. Yeah. You're filing reports like a dance floor king, but the submit click has a hollow ring, trying to bury the sins of 94 by slamming the lock on the courtroom door. The algorithm is your favorite song, but you're singing the words all wrong. You can't DMCA your history, honey, even if you spend all your getaway money. Strike one, you're hiding. Strike two, you're sliding. Strike three, the truth is colliding. You can't dance away the facts, Paul. The internet never forgets a fall. Benny Dawn Paul doesn't get fair use. He's looking for a lie he can introduce. Under the glitter, under the lights, he's chasing down the critics and he's claiming the rights. Yeah, Benny Dawn Paul doesn't get fair use. He's just a broken dancer with a flimsy excuse. Transformation? No, just a fabrication. Fair use. Keep on cooking, but the world is hip to the sinking way.
Oh, sorry about that. Let's have this. Yeah.
From the mist of the north, where the iron was cast, came a spirit of old that was destined to last.
From the Magna Carta, where freedom began, to the breaking of chains for the honor of man.
With the navy of oak, we commanded the tide, with the heart of a lion and nothing to hide.
The fires of the forge, the steam in the rail,
the courage of souls that would never turn frail.
Oh, Britannia,
The light in the dark,
from the
spark of the genius to the defiant spark,
through the industrial age,
where the future was born,
to the radar that watched through the storm and the morn.
rise up in glory, let the anthem be sung.
The story of giants,
Forever young. Behold the great minds, the masters of thought. By Newton and Darwin, the lessons were taught.
the cure of the sickness, the penicillin hand, the logic of Turing that rescued the land.
From the globe of the barn to the depths of the sea, a small mighty island that set the world free. When the world fell to shadow and hope was but thin,
The few took to heaven the battle to win.
not for power or plunder, but the right to be free.
The bastion
Of hope for the whole of humanity. soldier was born.
To the radar that watched through the storm and the morn.
Rise up in glory, let the anthem be sung.
The story of giants,
Forever young,
the legacy lives
the anthem resounds.
across the horizon.
Hold on. Abatha. Discord. Hold on, guys. Abatha. I wasn't impressed. It was a bit down, a bit of a shambles, wasn't it? Which is why I came over here to chill out. Would you like to come up to the mic and give your opinion, Abatha? I've got to multitask and mobility. Okay, fine. I've read it. Right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, seriously, I am absolutely fine. I really am fine. This is absolutely nothing. I thrive on pressure and stress and deadlines. It's why I've done really well in my career. I mean, I've been in banks where I've seen the directors in their offices crying. You know, I've seen managers cry quite often. I did get through a few stress balls myself, it's true. But no, some people can handle pressure, others can't. Yeah. And that's why I'm the Green Arrow, and I've been since 2006. They're all friends. I knew that was going to happen. I would have bet the ranch on it. I thought, yeah. The boys have had a fight in the playground. They're going to shake hands. Yeah. I'll never crumble. I'll never go back on my beliefs. I did say, though, if they have made peace and they get Paul Thorpe over to our side, cut him off from Richard Inman and the others, I don't care if he's a fake patriot. I don't care if gullible people give him money, so long as he fights for the cause. I don't give a toss why he fights, so long as he fights. That's great. Possibly, yes. I'm going to ask Abatha, would you come in if I put, please nobody else come in if I get in it now, my friend. Just bear with me, partner. Oh. Here you go, my friend. You talk. I'll keep silent. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who Graham is. Sorry. Ah, there he is. I know. I know.
Oh God, I'm dying inside, to be brutally honest. Like,
I was looking at
I know
you.
people were saying we've all become friends and what have you, but the way I see it is, I felt like a bottled up volcano, quite frankly, because there were so many things that I wanted to say that I guess I didn't really have the opportunity to do, quite frankly, because after all, when Paul Thorpe was like, shut up and take your medicine, the first thing on my mind, it'll be on my recent video, was basically, well, it was more Daddy Tom I did it to more than anything, but for him as well, I would say, who the fuck is he to tell Vindicator what to do when Paul Thorpe was basically calling him a liar? Like, there was so many points I wanted to put across, but every time, and I was trying to be polite and whatever, you hold my hand up, trying to signal I've got something to say. And I just, yeah.
time out. You remember? I got to tell you, I was watching you, and because they wouldn't let me in, and I was like this crying. I thought, let him speak, and you was going like this and waving, and I thought, why? Because I think you would have been the only one with a cool head in that room. To be honest, I won't talk anymore. You got the floor.
Yeah, I mean, there was one particular point where I was like, you know what, I'm going to play devil's advocate for Paul Thorpe and be like, I understand what he's trying to say about wanting to keep the dangerous people away from Restore Britain. I really do. But before I could even get into it, like even a quarter, it was like, bam, I was just shut down. And
You was, yeah.
it was horrible. It's like you're trying to make a point and then you're just getting absolutely crushed. Like that is a critique, I would say, more than anything. Like I didn't really get a chance to put that point across. I get what Paul's saying. I get that he wants us to keep the dangerous people out, because there are people who will infiltrate the movement and they will sabotage it from within. And we cannot let that happen. Because if we do that, it's pretty much game over at that point.
Do you mean in the same way that Advance UK was infiltrated via the college that brought down Advance UK?
Could be.
Who was in
or who was that? Who's the guy I mentioned in the video? Was it Max Stenner?
Yes.
Because people were saying that he went into a whole load of parties, and then basically what happened to each and every single party was it got dismantled from the inside out. There's also the people who will sit there and obviously glorify violence and anarchy and what have you. And I want to make this absolutely clear. I don't want that. None of us want that. That's the last thing a lot of us wants, that more than anything. We want to end this preferably peacefully, ideally at the ballot box if we can survive somehow.
Well, but, talking about peace, I was disappointed that I wasn't allowed to speak. I knew there'd be an initial clash between Paul Thorpe and myself, obviously after what's happened. We were going to cross swords at the first meeting, but then I hoped it would settle down and I could be able to talk to him reasonably, man to man, and get him to rethink his position. I haven't read the emails out yet. I might not. But I was hoping that we could have a man-to-man sensible debate, but it just turned into a shouting match. And the real reason we were there really to talk about the copyright strike on this channel was forgotten, because it was Duels at Dawn, wasn't it?
It was diverted, to put it simply. And I know there's some people saying in the comments it was more about Vin, Dino, and Paul. I accept they're the main people who were part of this whole drama. But there was also bits of it where I ended up getting involved. In the last stream, I mentioned it in particular with Green Arrow, where Paul Thorpe actually contacted me by coincidence as my alarm went off on the Saturday, which was pure coincidence. But he said to me, there's these screenshots that prove to me that this person has not said what you've claimed in the video. And I was like, right, I'll have a look at this, because there were several people who put this to me. And I looked through it, saw the evidence, came out, I apologized. So I was partially involved, maybe not as much as Dino and Vindicator and what have you, or Green Arrow, but there was a small part of it. And I wasn't asking to hijack the whole show. I'm not the star of the show. I accept that. But there were things I wanted to critique Paul on, and also play a little devil's advocate.
Yes, and I was looking forward to you doing that, because I knew that is what you would do, but sadly you wasn't given the opportunity to. I mean, I did say I saw how frustrated you were getting. You couldn't see how frustrated I was getting in the chats, because I was going bananas, and I even resorted to going, let me effing in.
I was literally about to throw my keyboard out the window.
Yeah, I was.
I mean,
I was. Go on, Abs. Oh,
I know someone's just said I was lame. What do you want me to do? I've had no chance to speak, dude. Like,
yeah.
That is unfair. Like, if I sat there and I had the floor to myself for like 10, 20 minutes and I put out absolute nothing burgers, you know what? Fair play.
Yeah.
But I haven't had the chance to speak. It's not
Oh.
fair to criticize me like that
Yeah.
if I haven't had the chance to speak, man. That's like telling someone to shut up. You're not allowed in the female club because you've got different hair to everyone else. Like, come on.
What do you think will happen now, though? I mean, tell me what you think about this then. I'm I'm a hardcore nationalist, really hardcore, but I'm also pragmatic, and I've learned to bend in the wind and not break. What if Paul Thorpe was to turn around and say, I'm Rupert's man now. I really mean it. I'm Rupert's man. And he's all positive about Restore Britain. He turns his back on Richard Inman and the silly people. You know, I mean, personally, I could never trust him, but I wouldn't have no objections at all.
I mean, if he was fully on board and he was actually serious about it and he's actually realised the error of his ways and how he's basically slandered Lowe, offered an apology and what have you, you know what? You learn to forgive and forget. You learn to accept that they've made a mistake, they've stumbled, but they've found their footing again. Everyone steps off the path. It's a matter of those that keep on going away from the path that we need to concern ourselves about.
Oh, I agree. I can vouch for this. There are people I've been talking to recently who I haven't spoke to for over 10 years. And we were at the stage where we would actually probably do each other serious damage if we came face to face. I mean, it was really, really bad. Worse than you can imagine, Abs. And but recently we've sort of agreed to forget the past, move on, because we are still trying to save our country in different ways. And they're doing a great job now over in Wales. These are Welsh activists. They're doing a great job. So, yeah, sometimes you've got to forgive and forget, or just put aside your differences for the greater good. Can you talk to the audience? I need a drink.
That's fair enough. Like,
Thank you.
I accept there are people that probably wanted me to rip Paul Thorpe a new one. And believe you me, I did. I wanted to say, why did you say this? Why did you do that? In the end, I've got to be able to have the chance to do so. That's where I'm coming from here, chat. I would love nothing more than to be there, because I don't mince my words. I'll say it exactly how it is, how I think it is. And I do think I will give credit to Paul Thorpe for at least having the stones to come on and actually debate. When I saw him come on, my first reaction was, oh, he's actually in. Like, no matter what you think of Paul, say what you will, you have to at least give him some kind of credit for at least coming in. Simple as that.
I agree with you 100%. I thought he might actually. I thought there's about a 30% chance he would, because had it been me, I would have done exactly the same as Paul Thorpe did. And you've got to admire him for that, walking into an hostile environment. And at one point, I was almost cheering him on, thinking, for God's sake, guys, let him finish what he's saying. I know what he's going to say. And they knew what he was going to say, but he didn't get an opportunity to speak at some points, you know?
No,
I mean, it was like Caesar, wasn't it? The assassination of Caesar. Everybody was plunging the knife then.
And the sad thing is, I'm the one getting shit and being told I'm being a hindrance and what have you, and that I really didn't do much. But as I said, that isn't fair, because if I had the floor for more time, rather than every single time I tried to speak, I was spoken over to or shut down, people wouldn't say that. I don't like lashing out at people, but I will not I will not tolerate being told that I am effectively a hindrance or that I'm a nobody. Because the truth is, I would have had my 2 cents if I had that chance.
Yes.
And I will say this. I think Paul made a terrible fucking mistake when he made that copyright claim against Green Arrow, because I've only been in a few streams of Green Arrow, but he's a firecracker. He don't mess around. He doesn't play with his food. When he sees a weak spot, he goes to the jugular. And I want to go straight for the jugular if I see bullshit. Some people will say I mince my words. Anybody who's seen my content on my channel, I don't sugarcoat a damn thing. And I do think Paul Thorpe made a huge error doing that copyright claim, because at the end of the day, he crossed the legal line. That's what people need to understand. He crossed the legal line, even if you could say he didn't commit perjury. For the sakes of argument, he still crossed the line because he's made a false copyright claim, which I believe if for smaller cases like this would probably be like a 6-month jail sentence or up to a £5,000 fine. And I have no doubt that Green Arrow would have abso-fucking-lutely taken Paul Thorpe to the cleaners.
I had every intention of doing it, Abatha. Every intention. I would use every single penny I got saved, not a lot, to bury me. I'd spend that. I'd spend my wife's burial money. I would sell every single possession, and that battle with Paul Thorpe would be the hill I either won on or died on. And if I had lost, then it could have been you next for a copyright claim or a trumped up charge. Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't be able to copyright claim me because I don't actually use any of his clips. So he would have a hard time doing that with me. I'm not trying to be disingenuous with that. I'm just saying that like matter of factly. And I still think it's disgusting that he did it to you.
Yeah. Well, either way, if he drops the claim, I'm happy to drop it. I'll edit the video that started it. I will look at the 4 other videos that he says that I've got copyright on, he has copyright on, and I will edit that so I'm within the rules. Yeah, I learned a lesson. I learned a lesson about copyright I wasn't aware of.
Yeah,
right. I posted a link.
Yeah,
we may have someone joining us.
There is fair use, and the way it is I think what Green Arrow has learned is that you need to be able to transform it. It's pretty similar to the way Vindicator, whenever he's playing a Paul Thorpe video, he pauses it, he makes his points, he then continues. He's adding commentary, he's adding criticism, he's putting his points across. That's why Paul Thorpe hasn't gone after Vindicator with a copyright strike, as he knows full well that he will never get past the fair use argument. Likewise, that's why he won't go after Dino Bain, I suspect, with the copyright strike.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, but I've looked at Dino. I'm being sincere now. Yes, I think, in all honesty, to Paul Thorpe. Now, I think it was fair use, right? But that video is 8 minutes. I should have cut it out once I had the clip that I wanted to show people. I should have taken it out. But I didn't. I was doing something, maybe filling my tobacco or whatever, and I let it run for 8 minutes. And that was a mistake on my part. I would have been happy to remove that. I don't regret saying the things I've said about Paul Thorpe, and I don't take it back. But if he's looking to make peace, then I want to make peace. I don't want to be attacking Paul Thorpe every day of the week. I would like nothing better than Paul Thorpe to say he made a mistake about Rupert Lowe. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Get behind Restore Britain and go on. And then, great. If people want to give him money, that is fine. It's their money. Yeah. I wouldn't give him money, but it's fine. But if he brings in people...
And it's a shame I used to give him money. Only like 20, 30 quid, but I do feel ashamed of that, to be honest.
Well,
but
1 second, we've got someone joining us, sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. We've all done it. Where let's get.
Oh, they were in for a second.
Hang on, where are we? It's gone, is he?
Oh,
Try again now. Is he back?
No, that was my screen because I've got it up here as well.
I might have. Here he is. Add to stage. There he is. Let's do it. Right. He's back now. He should be back.
The timing on that as well.
There he is. Oh, it's not very big, is it? Can we do it that way? Oh, you just.
I'm a big now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
You're
Hope you're
looking
well
good.
at any rate. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
You
Yeah. I'm off on my jollies tomorrow. I've got a night out tomorrow, but seen all the drama kicking off, and I just thought, wow, it's. I wanted to see if I could get on the other chat. To be honest with you, not to just be like, oh, look at me, but I think it's a shame what's going off. To be honest with you, I think it's a shame what's happened to you as well. I'm sorry to hear this happened. If it, I think from the body language that I was getting was, I think he's going to withdraw it anyway. So I think you'll be all right. I think he's trying to. I think he's trying to save face. To be honest with you,
Yeah. Which is why I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I think it'd be a good thing for you, maybe over a phone conversation or something like that. I think there was a lot of gripes there. Like, in all honesty, you had the people there, which have probably got 500,000 subscribers between them or something like that. Obviously, yourself included. Yeah. My main thing is, and I've said this from time to time again, we talk about glorifying things and going to some form of civil war and stuff like that. But my argument will always be, you guys have a platform and you are so blessed. You could get to that point where you all work together and unify people, because what's the main reason why people are disenfranchised with society? People are completely broke. This is why a lot of people vote on the left, because they feel so disenfranchised with society. It's all about helping people build up their mindsets from a mental well-being. There's a reason why we lose 19 people a day. We lose more people a day in this country to suicide than what a lot of African countries and Middle Eastern countries come from. And I've been to these places and I've fought people in these places, and they're a shithole. So if more people are dying in places like this, what does that say? Do you see what I mean? I think that's where people need, that's one of the things that maybe if you all speak to each other on Sunday, that's something you need to talk about. Because this is the reality of it. I'm happy to stop. I'm happy to be part of some revolution or something like that. I think it's ironic that most of the people that are talking about this are actually people that live abroad, if I'm being honest with you. That's the irony of it. But I'm prepared to meet my maker. I've been through rough times in the past. I remember that when I was at my lowest, I think it was every day I thought about killing myself, to be honest with you. So I've made my peace with God. I've made all that. I've got 3 children that need a future, and the more and more that it gets left aside and people are arguing amongst themselves and not unifying, the more powerful and the more set in stone that the opposite side are. And it's not just about the people at the bottom, it's the people that are in power. But the people in power, they're flesh and bone, just like us. And eventually, when you see that we're united as a people, they'll back off because they've got no chance. It's as simple as that. Look at all people always say, oh, what about one person this, one person that? Revolutions start with one person, and it just grows. Yeah, you've got to build yourself into something so good and so pure. Like, imagine yourself and all yourselves. You could all join together after all this is kind of resolved, and you could start a campaign by saying, like, right, okay, let's battle men's mental health. It's the biggest killer. It's the biggest pandemic. It's a pandemic that's happening around us. And when you start,
I was just going to say, we are actually coming together now, and we're starting to get to know each other. I mean, when I started 5 months ago, I met Dino Bain, the Gobster, the Peaky Blinder, Abatha, we met the other day. So there is, if you like, a coming together. I've been trying to set up a little network behind the scenes. I've posted a link for Gobster if you'd like to come in, Ribeye. You're just not looking at you. I've got a mediocre moderator. He's not the best. And
I get so much abuse.
Well, he deserves it. And so we're building a network. But what you said is an excellent idea. And when we have this unity and maybe a bit bigger, then we can agree on, hey, we'll campaign for this, we'll campaign for that. It would be nice
Yeah,
to do
no,
that.
definitely. Because you start to realize that I don't think a lot of people will realize, but when you do show that unity, and I heard in the chat, I literally briefly got the last part of it, people talking about the potential of the army going against us, the potential of the police going against us. Listen, there's, you know, you've got to look at this reality of the fact that I know people that are still serving in the army now. You show me one army veteran that's left wing, just one.
That's the thing.
I-
They're not willing to admit that a lot of the army is not as left-leaning. You'll get like the top brass and what have you that have
They're all politicians.
they have more medals than sense, that basically will look down upon us with contempt, much like the toffee-nosed wankers in Parliament. But you then have the genuine down-to-earth soldiers who've been out there, experienced it all, who are more right-leaning than anything else, and they do not want to see their fellow countrymen who they have fought for just be completely eradicated by a corrupt establishment that has no respect.
No, I agree with you.
You got to understand as well, like myself, you know, and most of the people that you speak to, a lot of soldiers come from deprived areas. That's why we joined the army. Wales is the prime example. Wales has more as a percentage. Welsh young people join the army a lot more than anywhere else in the UK, because there is villages and villages where there's no work or anything. So these people join the army, and these communities became deprived because of what the government did to us. So when, you know, I had disdain for the government the entire time I fought. You know, I went to Afghanistan 3 times. I went to Iraq once. I went to Syria once. You know, I've been around it, but I never turned around and said to myself, "I love my government." Do you see what I mean? Because I knew exactly what the government had done. And it's the same. And I'll tell you this as well. So I'll say this one, but you've got to think there's a lot of police veterans as well that have been in for years. There's a reason why these ones are all getting pushed out. There was just recently a case where a police veteran ran over a small child, not a small child, so ran a red light while he was responding to a choking child, and someone got knocked off the bike. He got sent down for 2 years, which even the family of the person turned around and says, "No, we don't want to." But I did some digging, and that police officer actually started to speak out within the force. So he was made an example of, and there's many of them like it. So the police, as soon as they realize, you know, we are unified and we're not in it to take over or anything like that. We are in it for a better country for us all. I can assure you there'll be many that will step aside. There's a reason why the police force, they're leaving more. They're leaving at a high rate than ever before in history.
Oh yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'd like to see ex-servicemen as prison officers, given preference. Definitely.
You know, this is the thing. This mentality of like feminizing, it started off with the prison officers, because they even admitted that all like the ex-World War II and ex-World War I veterans, they all were in the prison service when they got back from France and stuff like that in Belgium. But then they started to phase these people out to get different people in. You know, they started, you know, that's when they started getting this influx of women. And like, let's say, for example, you know, us three now, when we were at school, we used to have like real teachers that didn't go into this nonsense of like, you know, you can identify as a boy, a girl, or you can be a cat, and I'll leave a tray outside the room so you can have a crap in it and some water.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And
of course I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they've replaced the prison officers, they've replaced education, and this is why both of those two have gone Pete Tong, and they're doing it with the police force now. And the veterans that are in there, they know it.
Oh,
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, someone said there they are replacing them, but listen. Like I can't scrap like I used to, but I tell you now, I went into Derby the other day, and there was 4 police officers there, and I literally thought to myself, I could wail through the 4 of these and not even break a sweat. And it sounds really harsh. I'm not, but it's not to say that I'm a big tough man, but these these 4 people that I'd seen with police uniforms, they look like they'd just come out of school. So yeah, they
Yeah.
are replacing them with people that are left-wing ideologists, but they're not people that will be able to stand against you in a riot or something like that. They won't be able to stick their riot gear on and fight you. That's the reality of it.
No, I've noticed it myself.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Excuse me. Well, Gobster,
Welcome,
my
Gobster.
peaky blinder friend. What do you
Hello,
make
how
of
you
all
doing,
the?
guys?
You've missed all the drama today.
Yeah.
It was that inconvenient thing like having to go to work that ruined it for me.
Oh, dear.
I mean,
That
I'll be honest.
inconvenient thing.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I missed an hour of it for the simple fact I was doing my own stuff more than anything on the way home and trying not to cause a crater in my local town of Norwich. But hey ho, I digress.
Nothing
I
as far
literally walked in. I literally walked in and saw it was on, and I caught probably the last 10 minutes of it on and off.
Yeah,
But I was
the same.
walking around the house, taking my shoes off, getting my work kit off, and that. So I didn't get most of it. But hey ho, I'm sure there'll be 12,000 different videos, all with different viewpoints on it tomorrow. So
they'll all be hidden behind memberships, though, won't they?
oh, well, of course.
Members only.
Except on the Green Arrow. You'll never see
Yeah.
anything behind a membership on this one.
Well,
That's
I don't
what
know
what
if
always
this is,
gets me.
I don't
But
have.
that's what always
memberships.
gets me when they get the videos and like, oh yeah, hype this video up, and then it gets hyped up, and they're like, now I'm going to stick it behind a paywall.
Well, it depends what it is. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm lucky, you see, GST. I'm not dependent on income from YouTube, but some YouTube creators are. It's their living.
Yeah, I do
know?
get that. I do get
Now,
that.
the other thing is, I was thinking about membership the other day, and I thought, okay, we've now got, I think, something like 50 members. And I thought, well, sometimes there's things I'd like to just say to them, not newsworthy, but I appreciate what you've done. Let's go into the members thing and we'll just have a whatever. Yeah. Just
Yeah, that's fair. That's
a
fair.
space for them. And I thought, well, that would be nice. But if it was a news item, then obviously not. I'd never do it. I think I'll have to ask them whether they'd like their own room where they can hang out. I don't know how they work even. And one of you toss a coin, one of you take the bridge. I'm fed up with talking. I just want to
Take the bridge. What the bridge?
Basically, take the
bridge.
Take
No,
control of the stream.
you mean be in command? Oh, this take
Yes.
the bridge rule maybe crap. What the hell
He's
are
a
you on about?
lawyer.
Listen,
Oh, sorry.
bet
No,
this
he's a
is-
baby.
this is only
Baby
the-
person. Oh God, I'm going to get caught for defamation now.
Yeah, this is only the second time I've ever done one of these live stream
God, I
things.
tell you-
I'm still learning everything, so it's definitely
Okay.
not me.
I tell you
yes,
what, though. Oh, so I tell you what.
sorry.
I needed this because I think people saw it in the Vindicator stream. One of them's already said that the difference is chalk and cheese. It really is night and day. No, I'm the moon. I revolve around the earth. Anyway, the way I see it is, I like to be able to banter, have a laugh, and all that. But if I'm stifled, it's kind of like seeing a caged animal at the zoo. You just kind of feel bad for the animal. But
yeah,
in the end,
One thing, what we do over here, Gobster, GST, is if you really got to say something, just give us a timeout, yeah? So we know that you really want to say something.
Yeah,
You were
sure,
right,
yeah.
Abaca.
right. All right, we do hand signals now, yeah? All right,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
and GST,
Yeah, okay.
I even remember,
aircraft into Norwich Airport.
even though I'm Royal Navy, even I remember this one. Can you remember that one? In the field?
Yeah. On me.
Stop
On
in
me,
place.
on me.
Yeah, he knows it. On me. But I believe,
Yeah, that one,
and
yeah.
that should flow, shouldn't it? It shouldn't be one person dominating it, constantly talking. It should flow.
Yeah.
You talk back and forth. Abatha picks up on it straight away, don't you, Abatha?
Yeah, maybe it's because I haven't got such a powerful personality, shall we say? Like,
Oh, stop putting yourself down. Stop putting yourself down, mate.
Listen. I'm not the one who's going to be going in there like head first into the trenches and what have you. I have a bubblier personality. I have more of a. I can be lively and jolly and all that, but that's what.
So you're the morale officer. You're the morale officer.
More than anything.
The morale officer. Yeah. While the rest of us are knee deep in shit, you're just there having a joke. That's all right,
yeah. Everyone's got to go through that shit mire every now and again, even myself.
I
do miss being this deep.
Drawing this man into the gravitational sphere that I keep creating.
And he's really useful on a sunny day because he casts a lot of shade. You know, you can get 3 men in this shade on a sunny day. So he's a useful man to have in the day. He would have been good for you in Syria, GST, wouldn't he?
He'd have been good. He'd have been all right in Kuwait, wouldn't he? He'd have been quite useful. Come over here, stand there. That's great. I can drink my water in peace now.
I'm nice and cool now. Oh, he's gone.
He's literally gone. He's just fucked off.
The captain now.
All right, you're the captain. Carry on, sir. Carry on. Standing by, waiting orders, sir.
God,
look, I said, I have no idea. I have no idea what went on today. It's the drama. I know. It's. I was going to go live myself, and I thought, what's the point when everybody else is doing what they're doing? Was it all genuine? Was it real? I don't know.
I do think that 00 News tried to be like authentic and what have you, and I think he probably did a good job of that. My personal critique of Zero is I think he should have went in harder, to be honest. I think he should have put more of those probing questions in and really dig through that shell, because we've seen it with Thorpe that he likes to swish and swash and divert from the subject. He wants to try and take all of the flack away from him because he knows full well that he's done fucked up in a whole load of different ways.
But he didn't need to. He didn't need to, did he? Let's be honest. All of that was his own making.
It is.
If he'd just stopped and had a think for a couple of minutes, put his hands in his pockets and took 5 minutes to think. Like when I do streams, when I do videos, I always stop and think before I say something, because you can get carried away. You start saying things you didn't really mean, and it ends up getting you into a world of hurt. And he's suffering. He's suffering, and it's his own making, to be fair.
Sorry seems to be the hardest word for some people as well, doesn't it?
Very much so.
I guess that's where they're at. To private.
Yeah. You know, the simple look, I screwed up, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, agreed. Time out, guys. Just want to say, we got a lot of Pope supporters in here, and they're welcome to come in at any time, you know. Let's not crucify them too much.
Wasn't crucifying.
No.
Trust me, that was not a crucifying.
I know. I'm hoping I'm hoping we can reach some kind of agreement with them on the way forward. Even if we can't agree on everything, perhaps we can say, look, you go your way, we'll go ours. Don't attack us, we won't attack. We don't have this problem with UKIP or Britain First, do we? So, you know,
no, we don't.
Try and win them. Let's send the women in. Girls, get to work on the get to work on the Thorpe boys. We want them on our side. I don't care.
Like I'm not afraid of criticism as well. I will bring up what Life Educator brought up just now. Like my life's not under question. You're as valuable and fluffy as anyone else. As valuable and precious as anyone else. He quite fairly describes you like a teddy bear with too much fluff. I agree with that. I don't have that. Like sometimes I show a bit of killer instinct, but most of the time I do have a little bit too soft a heart more than anything. Like, if I really hardened my heart and shriveled it up like a prune, I could probably rip faces off, to be honest, metaphorically, of course. But
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think we need to critique the people. Critique the argument, not the people, because that's, at the end of the day, we have to stop the disinformation, the misinformation. And we also have to debunk any lies that are said. That is first and foremost. But in the end, we have to avoid doing too much more of this infighting. And I think we need to start focusing more, because I will agree on with Paul Thorpe on this much. We need to start focusing on the real enemies. After 3 years, if we get Rupert Lowe into power, then we can start ripping each other apart. But until then, we've got a country to save.
Yeah,
agreed.
Agreed. We should be attacking the Green Party, and they are growing bigger every day, and they are batshit crazy, and we are fighting over in the other side of the field. Meanwhile, they're in an open. Go on.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you, please.
Yeah, so I was going to say, I forgot to do the hand thing, but I've got one hand on my phone and one hand there. Sorry, I do apologize.
Yeah, you say on your phone, I know where my hand is.
And
where's your where's your hand?
They're in show. They're not down here yet. They're in show.
Double it on me. Yeah, but I tell you, I hear that quite a lot. Though the one thing I'll say is I hear that quite a lot. Like, yeah, we've got to really work and wait until the next election and hope that we can. I mean, I'll be honest with you, respectfully. The reality of it is, I think that we're going to have to start organising and really, really looking out for each other, look after each other sooner. Because one of the main things, and this is the reason why I even started a YouTube channel. I mean, I still don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest with you. But I'm just like, well, everybody I knew got so fed up with me waffling. But one of the very first thing that I wanted to speak about, and the one thing that I always looked at, was the more that we become popular and we become bigger, and it starts to go out there in the mainstream media that we want these millions of people to go. What do you think these people are going to do? These people that have come here, of all fighting age males, that they've come from countries where all they've known from young is war. And the reality of it is, I've read the Quran from cover to cover. I know it. I know about the Ummah. I know about everything. Right? I don't claim to be a scholar or anything like that, but I've probably watched about 50 of the hadiths, and I've seen the patterns of it. They will start to come after people in the streets like they are doing now. A lot of these people that you see, like when there was a guy in Glasgow that did it, when there was a few other guys, they were people that they were threatening to deport. So as soon as it said, right, okay, yeah, we're going to deport you, they go out and stab people. But they don't stab men like me and like you guys. They stab women and they stab children. And this is the point where this is why we have to get organized. In Glasgow, they've got a group of people that go out at night time that literally say, right, okay, we need to keep women and children safe. That's what we need to start replicating all around the UK. I've been trying so hard to do it. Unfortunately, I haven't got the platform to do it at the minute, but I'd love to do it around my area. I work 15 hours a day, 5 days a week, but I'd make time. I don't mind if I'd even give up the YouTube thing. It's not an issue, like, because that's the more important thing. We have to get organized and we have to stop this, because this violence will start coming en masse. As soon as they realize we want us out, they'll say the safest place for me is in jail. So I'm just going to go out and stab some people, because they know in jail they've got a load of their friends. Because every prison officer will tell you, most of the main prisons are taken over by Islamic gangs. So they're going to be like, yeah, we're chilling here. And then after 18 years of being inside because they've killed a child, they're going to turn around and make up some other bullshit excuse so they don't have to get deported after that. That's the reality of it.
Yeah, I could say what I want. I'll let Gobster have a chance.
No, what you said there was absolutely spot on. 100% spot on. I keep saying, we keep saying, oh, in 3 years' time. I don't think we're going to have 3 years. I really genuinely don't think we're going to have 3 years. I think it's going to be you have the two things. What Great just said is one of them. The other one is the government and the elite will see what's happening as we rise up and call a snap election when we're not ready. Yeah. And that's something else, because while we're too busy doing what we're doing now, which is, having our little tete-a-tetes amongst ourselves, we're not doing anything. We're just standing still. As for the Greens, I don't think we should ridicule the Greens, because clearly they're doing something right. They're clearly resonating with people. So what we need to do is to find out what resonates with them and then show that there is a different alternative. Rupert said the same. We shouldn't ridicule them. They're winning support. So how are they winning support? And what can we do to reverse it back to us? This 3-year time we've got we haven't got. I don't think we've got 3 years.
No, we
so
haven't.
I don't think we have. I think they're going to do either. There'll be something happening in the summer and Tinder Drive, it'll explode, or they'll see how quickly we're rising and nail us with an election, or even prescribe us and say we're not allowed. There are ways they can stop us. There are ways they can stop us.
So he's got a point to bring up, and then I want to come in on that.
Yeah, sorry, but again, I'll leave to it. I was going to say,
I'm not going to say another word.
One of the main things. Sorry, did you want to say something? Sorry.
No, I want you to. I'd like you to speak, then I'd like Abadar to speak, then I'd like the Peaky Blinder to speak, and I don't say anything. I'm just going to keep quiet now, so you have to control yourselves.
Yeah,
okay. I don't care.
So
that's a bad idea.
I pride myself as a bit of nerd. I used to play a lot of war games, board games, stuff like that. I do tend to, so I'll be honest with you. I used to knock around several times a week when I had a job that gave me a bit more of a social life. And so I used to be around these people 3-4 times a week, and they always said the same thing. And this is why the Greens have got the youth vote. At the minute, the worst that society can offer is not good enough. And what I mean by that is, say me and you are 18-year-old men just coming out of school or whatever else. We decide we don't want to go to university because it's too crowded. We want to go and get full-time jobs, but these full-time jobs, amazing jobs, but they paid minimum wage. We would work 40 hours a week doing that job. We cannot do anything with that money. We can't get a house because there's too many landlords that have got 150, 200 plus houses. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of the young people are voting. It's like, why? I want the house prices to come down. I want this to come down. I want work to actually pay. People all the time are like, I want my wages to be up. I want my wages to be up. It's not about the wages being up. It's about the cost of things coming down. And this is where I've got a lot of people. And I do talk to a lot of people, and I say, well, one of the main reasons is the supply and demand. If we get millions to go, then 100% the prices are going to come down. And that is how you start to get the ball rolling. It's because even most of the Greens, people don't realize it. Most of the Greens don't want mass immigration here as well. That's one of their policies. But it's that idea of when you're young, we've all done it. We literally look at policies that benefit us as people. We don't look at the bigger picture because we haven't lived too long. We haven't lived long enough. So when they listen, I'll have some of that, I'll have some of that, I'll have some of that. And that I'm not bothered about all that stuff because it doesn't affect me. But people like us, we have to look at that and say, well, all these bullshit policies that you've got, they're going to affect our children because we know about life more than you do. Do you get what I'm saying? That's my main thing. Yeah, sorry, I'll yield now.
That is an absolutely brilliant point, because what it boils down to, it doesn't matter about bringing items down because you're still going to have the population problem, whether it's from our side, whether it's from the people invading, mostly from their, bluntly speaking, third world shitholes that are coming over here, intolerant of us, who despise us, who want to kill us. And we're supposed to be like accepting and DEI and all that. Yeah, well, it's destroying everything, including us. So we don't want that. You are right to say that we need to bring the demand down. And we can only do that if millions must go, then millions must go.
Absolutely.
And he's not sitting here saying we'll deport millions. It is a matter of if millions have to go. There's a big difference in the context. It reminds me of what they did with Nigel Farage when it came down to the EU referendum, how they were trying to say, when Nigel Farage said that, would you agree that immigration had an impact on house prices and what have you? And then what was it Nicola Sturgeon said? She said it's not caused by immigrants. They love to twist the narrative because they know full well if they attack the argument head on, they're just going to get destroyed. Just like that. That's what it comes down to. That's why they put these false narratives out there and they try to make it like we're the racists, we're the bad guys, we hate everyone. No, we don't. We don't hate people who want to integrate, who want to work for our people, who actually believe in our culture and actually want to be a foundational part of our society. What we don't want are the people who are going to come over here specifically to commit crime, like I think it's either the Algerians or the Albanians, or the people from the third world who literally want to come over and, to use the blunt term, murder, rape and pillage our country. None of us want that. If you want to do that, bite off back to your own country, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Can't argue
Absolutely.
with that. Can't argue with that. Absolutely spot on, mate.
Aneurysm.
Spot on. Yeah. Do you want to have a low down for a minute and have a bit of a rest? For you.
You know,
there you go. Killed him already.
Gobster, you're on the mic. It's your turn.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Clockwise.
So, we're going clockwise. You mean
anti-clockwise?
Well,
yeah, it's anti-clockwise. Yeah. Royal Navy, you see, never understand anything properly. Yeah. It's anti-clockwise, mate.
Yeah, but you don't go to me. Don't include me. I'm sick to death of talking. I really am.
You're sick to death of talking? Well, it's a bit stupid to do that on a live stream, mate, to be bored of talking. That's the whole point of them.
Why do you think I have guests on you? I'm not.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it is? It's just so we can pick up. Yeah, pick up the slack.
He's being more community friendly.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Oh, it's all about the community. It's all about loving everybody else, is it? Oh, that's okay then.
The best one to get on yet is Dino Bain, because he'll talk non-stop and he'll just. I just let Dino Bain rock away.
Yeah.
You have
well,
right.
he loves it. He loves it, doesn't he? He absolutely loves it.
I saw that tonight.
He loves having a good chat. As I said, I missed it, so I'll probably catch up with it later on. But yeah, I mean, I do what I do because I live just outside Birmingham, and I've lived apart from when I wasn't here, I was off in foreign lands, and I very rarely go into Birmingham city centre. It's no longer the Birmingham I know. It's not even my country anymore. It's horrible.
It's a shithole.
And it breaks my heart because when I was a kid, I used to spend all my time up there. And it used to be, we used to have a great time. Now, I mean, they all going about the dustman. We're not catching. They're not. No offense, Birmingham looked like that before they had the bin strike. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing. It is an absolute raging shithole. It breaks my heart. It genuinely breaks my heart. My kids, my grandkids are going to grow up in this. It's just, it's
a tragedy.
It is. I mean, the only time you don't see anyone is when Birmingham City are playing at home. They all hide away then when the football fans are in. But it's literally from where I live. Where I catch the bus to go to watch the football, I literally walk through Afghanistan, Somalia, Pakistan, and Lower India as I go to the stadium because that's what it's like all the way down Smallheath Highway. It's absolutely horrendous. But they'll hide when the football fans are around because they won't mess with us. But then it's quite funny because as you watch the last few stragglers walk down the road, they all start coming out of the shops. They even bring the chairs back out to sit down. They hide. But it breaks my heart, and I've seen it everywhere else, and it's not right. We never asked for it. We voted constantly against it. How many times have we voted for somebody standing up against it? And
you know what?
You did the
yeah.
It's all yours.
Yeah, very quickly. If we were.
Sorry, go.
Oh,
Go,
basically,
go, sorry,
if they would have asked us if we want this, we would have literally told them to fuck off. But simply,
we have 7 times in elections, haven't we? And we still, all they did was. I mean, the thing is, we said that we vote for people. Look, we voted for Boris. Why? Because he was going to do all this. What did he do? He brought more in than the last lot. So they always do the opposite of what we want. You know what I mean?
And then everybody's there like, Boris Johnson, bring him back. Why? What are you talking about? Yeah. But what I was saying is, I think more people in Birmingham need to get channels, need to get voices, because, you know, the one thing I'll say is I've been all over the UK, apart from Scotland, delivering. And you know where I see the most flags? The outskirts of Birmingham.
Yeah.
We're honestly, roundabout after roundabout, massive strips of road with the flags everywhere. And I always say this, all the people where you see all the flags flying high, it's all the communities that have been affected the most. You know, you guys have been pushed out and pushed out and pushed out and pushed out. You get places like Shropshire and Shrewsbury and stuff like that where they've hardly ever seen a person that's non-white. They're all there ripping all their flags down and stuff like that. Like, we're tolerant here, we're tolerant here. It's like, just nip over to the border in Telford, love, you know, see what's going on in there. And that's what I'm saying. More people in Birmingham need to speak out, because Birmingham, when it was at its height, was literally the epicenter of the planet. You know, it was the main place. Yeah. It's got such a rich history. I think the Black Country Live Museum, if anybody's ever been there or have never been there, I'd definitely recommend it. You know, it's a good show of the history, you know, and it's an absolute tragedy. And like I said, I mourn for Birmingham, you know, because I used to deliver there. I used to live to the Bull Ring and stuff like that. Every single time I'd get the smack. The only people that were white were the smackheads that were coming up to the side of the lorry with the little cups, and then they'll try and distract you so they could get into your back of your lorry, because all the Asian gangs would be bloody selling them drugs. They always used to be hanging around. They used to try and get down to Handsworth, and all these bloody Mercedes and all that kind of stuff would just rock up and just start selling drugs, and people wouldn't even question it. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, this is just sad. But Handsworth was in the news quite a lot, wasn't it? Because Robert Jenrick went there. And the whole place is a shithole. But there's one building there's one building on that street that's absolutely pristine, massive, and it's had millions of pounds spent on it. And that is the mosque.
Surprise.
You can see that mosque for miles around.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Golden gates, a massive fountain.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing, you know.
Don't get me started on the mosques. Yeah. Don't get me started on the mosques.
Oh, we've got loads here in Birmingham. We've got so many. We got them everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. I mean, Stabistan, I call it. I mean, you know, I wouldn't want to walk around there with anything but a Humvee and an M16, to be fair.
I hear the London town of Hackney is even worse.
I wonder what we'll use them for in the future. Can they be used for anything?
Sandbags? Oh, you mean the mosque? I thought you meant the people.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. The first one was a good idea as well.
We could burn down all the gold that's in there and get millions in cash for gold.
Oh, get some gold bullion back that wanker Gordon Brown blundered.
Sold. But we could also fix the potholes in the road. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think in Birmingham, Birmingham, I think what they're doing, their plan with the potholes, is if they leave them long enough, the road will just become one pothole. It'll all level itself out. I think that's what they're trying to do, any case. It's just
forget the yellow brick road. Here comes the golden road. The road to
the Yeah, because you know what? If we have our way and millions go, Birmingham can be like a tourist attraction of like a ghost town. It'd be like a haunted theme park, right? Because there'll be nothing there.
I know there was someone who came in, and I am going to do a brief impersonation for a sec.
Go on.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Is falling on its face right now as the people from the Middle East make refuge in this home. When does it end?
Massive paperclip. You're missing a big paperclip.
The same people.
I haven't got a job in acting because I swear to God, I'd fucking slay it.
Those poor people from the Middle East that when they're in France and they're all in their camps, they're supposed to be really dangerous people, but then they get on that magical boat over the channel and they just become reformed characters, and they're just
instantly
poor innocent people that need our love and our money.
I swear, in the middle of the channel there was this magical portal that they all drift through.
You are now an upstanding citizen. You're no longer in the. You're no longer in the Taliban. Al Qaeda is gone.
You're back in the room. Oh dear.
That's right. They do become reform councillors.
The
I keep seeing a picture of Osama bin Laden as a reform candidate for Birmingham.
The bloody reform!
Probably is.
Where is it?
Jews have lied to us. He's alive.
The way I look at it, people are still pinning their hopes on Nigel Al-Faraji of the Reformian Party. Well, to be honest, I wanted to say this in the other one more than anything, but he's got more faces than this fucking D20 I've got here. Like, is there anything this man will not say just to get votes? It reminds me of Paul he reminds me of Paul Ford. They both change directions like the fucking wind.
No, I think the best one from Reform now is they're going to have an inquiry into the Boris wave. So you're going to have an inquiry into they're having an inquiry into the Boris wave by the people who now are in Reform, who were part of the Boris wave politics. Not going to do anything. They're just going to have a chat about it. How much is that going to cost? When they don't get it to go.
We don't want these fucking inquiries about things that are pointless. At least you could say. At least with the inquiry into the grooming gangs, you could say you're trying to get some kind of private prosecutions on the bastards who violated.
I can do the inquiry. I can do the inquiry right for them.
To be honest with you,
go on.
That inquiry, that was a bad idea anyway. I'm sorry to say it. I know people were calling for it, but it's the case of if you look into it, that inquiry started. They brought that lady woman in there who's been a proud Labour supporter her entire life. She owes her entire livelihood to Labour, and all these flipping things have been going off in Labour back doors and backyards. It's going to be like, why am I going to throw my own underneath the bus? I'm just going to pretend it doesn't happen.
Nowhere.
It's going nowhere, and it's going to cost us millions. It's going to cost us millions for a cover-up. We're paying for a cover-up, essentially.
It is.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are. That's exactly nothing's going to happen. And everybody knows this. Everybody knows nothing's going to happen because, let's be honest, it goes right to the top. It has to go right to the top for it to have happened like it did and no one say anything. It's all the way up to the top. And we all know this. And this is it's like they say, I want an inquiry in this. We all know where the problem is. We know where the issue is. We can solve it quite quickly, but we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Be put in prison for ideas like that.
There's a reason right now. I know it's supposed to be young lads turn down block. Right, stroke number English. 2. The guys. But I do need to make this point because I've remembered what I was going to say now about this Islamic death cult, whatever you want to call it. Because the way I look at it, I think we can all come into agreement on this one. We're fighting for our children and our grandchildren, like genuinely fighting for them, because what we don't want in the future is some poor woman later down the line who's in basically fear of their husband, that if they don't obey their instructions, they're going to get the shit kicked out of them or what have you, or beaten because the Quran tells them they're allowed to do it. I don't want them to go out of their way to then say, hey, Isha, you've got to wear this burqa because apparently it's haram if you don't cover your face and your whole body from top to toe in total black. Like, come on. This is... Sometimes it just makes me just want to explode, and I don't want
I tried that with my wife. I said, can you put this over your head so I can't see your face? She didn't take it well.
No. If I said that to any woman, I think the first thing that I'd be getting is an imprint of someone's hand on my face.
It's the thing is like I feel for those who use these feminists who use Islam as a great thing when they don't realise what they'd lose. And it's like, where's the mentality? I don't understand. Oh, that we have to stand up for them because they're oppressed. Well, but if you were in their religion, you'd have no rights. You wouldn't go out to get education. Exactly. You know, it's your chicken's voting for KFC 100%. It's just madness. It is. It's absolute madness. It's so sad. And honestly, to be fair, they can cover themselves up because really, would you be honest?
I posted a link for. Yeah, sorry, mate. I've just posted a link. Someone would like to come in and speak.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've got to go interrupt.
Yeah, I don't mind going because I've got to be up in a few hours anyway. I'm out early, so I don't mind shooting off. Don't worry. But,
and I've got a few minutes left on my phone because my phone's going to die. It's on 8% right now.
Look, it's been great talking to you, troops.
Don't give us that nonsense. You both arranged to meet up on your off clubbing. I know you don't want to be stuck in with the old fuddy duddies. You young bucks, of course. You want to go?
Old fuddy duddy. What are you calling me an old fuddy duddy for? Look, by the way, guys, I had my hair cut. Look.
Oh yes, you've joined the club of Matthew.
Yeah. You know what the missus said? You know what the missus said? Look, I had my hair cut like that. You look like you're just recovering from cancer. I said, no, thanks, love. That's what she said.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like that? Eh?
Yeah, I mean that's why I married her for her loving tendencies.
GST, look, now if you're going to be a regular on this channel, you've got to shave your head to blend in with the rest of us.
The far right bugs, you know.
What about a mohawk? Can I do a mohawk?
Mohawk, awesome.
He's
mohawk.
Gone.
He fell off his chair.
Okay, just
gone to get his razor. Told you.
Oh God, I've actually had a mohawk.
Hang on.
Oh my God. Oh, so next time I'm on stream, I must remember to bring me razor. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
I ain't got mine with me. Hold on a minute.
Mine is bigger than this. I got a bigger one than you.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Size doesn't matter. It's how you use it. And I fucked up when I tried to do mine.
Okay. Clearly, I didn't get the memo.
Go on as well. Oh, a fancy one. Oh, yeah.
That's nice. Clearly, sorry, I didn't get the memo. I forgot to bring my razor with me. Jesus.
Have a nice evening, gents.
Have a nice one.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah, been wonderful. Thanks so much, mate. Ta-ra.
Really is.
Right, and then there was three.
Four. I'm two people, remember?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about
that. Well, we've got someone now from the Republic of Ireland coming in.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's welcome him.
How's it going, lads? How are you?
I'm good, okay. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the channel.
Fair play to you for letting me onto the panel. You sound good blokes, and
we try our best.
You're going through the fucking same thing that we're going through over here. So it is what it is. We're brothers in arms now. So
we are.
It is what it is, boys. It is what it is.
We wish you every luck.
Yeah.
We tried to help Neil. Is it Niall McConnell down there?
Niall is down. Niall's a good friend of mine. Niall is a farmer in Donegal. He's a sheep farmer actually, and Jesus involved me with Niall many a time. We had you must have seen on the news there. We had a fuel protest there the other day.
We were watching it.
For fucking 5 days. I was in the city centre. I was in Dublin. There fucking live streaming whatever, and they went home last night. I did. I had a few points with the lads. We all had a few points. Went home. Thought everything was great. Woke up the fucking this morning, and then heard the bad news that the fucking police were at the fucking, or the guard were at the moving, and the bosses. And what they do is, They do this all the time. And I keep telling people, don't ever trust a copper. Don't ever trust the police. Don't ever.
No.
They fucking told the same thing. They said the same thing down the country, down the Galway, down the Cork, right? They told the same thing to the same people. I've been doing this since 2017, nearly, probably early 26 or late 2016. I've been doing this in Ireland. Right? I know all about this fucking shit that's going on all around this fucking shit. I don't know whether you want to mention on your channel or not with this fucking LGBT quick fucking shit, right? And this fucking all this other crap with this fucking it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to be mentioning too much stuff because I don't want the channel getting striked or something. But so I've known all about this, right? So I've been doing this since probably 2017 mostly. But when we went down there, I went home last night. Went home, fucking woke up this morning. My missus woke me up and said, fucking waking up, going to work. And she goes, did you see what happened in town last night? I said, what? She goes, they fucking moved them there, not last night, early hours of the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. They came in and fucking moved them. I said, fuck off. Right, so I jumped up with it and fucking, I was kind of had a bit of a hangover, kind of. So I was looking at the TV and looked and I said, "You dirty bastards!" And here, I said it to the boys. I said that I keep telling them, see, these are new people involved now. See, they're after getting the farmers involved now, right? The boys that are driving the trucks, the haulage boys, right? Now they were never involved with what we were in there doing it for. Right, they were always just happy with doing their job and just going ahead. When it affected them, they came in then, right, and we backed them up, right. And what happened is, right, now they're at the same. I actually said to my missus, I said, this probably is the best thing that could have ever happened, right? Yeah. Is because these people now know what the way we get fucking treated. We get called fair, right? Even though I walk every day of my life, right. I'd never been my child into a protest or anything, but I go in there because of my children. I go in there to stop it. And now these people are seeing what these scumbags in this government does to their people. Now it's a different story now. Now it's a fucking different story. Now it's fucking game on. It's game fucking on now. And that's the crack now. And it's fucking great. And I love it. I love it. Because I tell you why I like it. Is because the people that thought that it was all, these are only all arseholes going up to Dublin. No, it's affecting them now. And now they realise what the fucking government does to them and does to everyone. And it's fucking great. And I love it.
Well done. We're proud of what you're doing, Irish. We've been waiting for the Irish to show us the way. I could never understand it. I thought the Irish, and I'm a former veteran, and I was around in the Troubles. We'd have been enemies one day. Now we're united.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I really thought the Irish won't take it. They kicked the English out. They'll kick these out. But boy, was I wrong. I think Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin are scumbags. Scumbags. Yeah. That's all here. Here, Sharia Féin. That's what they are.
Sharia Féin.
Sharia fucking Féin. That's all here. Right? Mary Lou with her brother that wears a fucking dress. Right? Sharia fucking Féin. That's what all they do. Mary Lou walks around with a burqa on now. And that other hiwa that does be up in Northern Ireland. What's that fucking Michelle? Fucking that blondie headed cunt. Right?
Hold on a second.
Right. I will put one final point across because my phone is about to die and I need to charge it and then also get to bed. But I appreciate everything you're doing for Ireland. Britain stands right behind you.
And we stand behind you, boys. And we stand behind you. I was there last May and I'll be there this May, which is
Irish, is there any first of all, Abatha, thank you, I understand.
Yeah.
Call in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll try to if I've got time. But the way I look at it is what's going on in Ireland. They're calling you all far right and all that bullshit, but this is what I've said on my channel about Britain. I will say it with you guys. Everything that is happening in Ireland right now is not your fault. It's the government's fault. You've made reasonable demands to say, look, we just want 25 pence off of our fuel, you bastards. But they're just ignoring you. They're literally saying, go fuck yourself. And then they're bringing in the army and basically engaging in two-tier policing.
We've had see what you don't understand is, right, we've had this since say going back, say 2015, 2014, right? We've had this, right? Now the people, see what happens is, right, the people in Ireland are afraid to speak up. Yeah, right, because you get penalised straight away by the guard. The guard will be at your door. You open your mouth, the guard will be at your door. That's it. That's the way it is. It's communism, and socialism was bypassed. It's communism in Ireland now, and that's the way it works. That's the way it is. But now, but what's happening is they fucked up. They did. They fucked up by the last line of defence was the farmers and the haulage people and the people that run this fucking country. Let's be honest about it. If we haven't got a haulage company and we haven't got the farmers that bring our food every day of the week, we have nothing. We die. That's it. That's the way it is. Now, we were always called the far right, even though I didn't even know what the fucking far right was up to fucking 5 years ago. I didn't know what it was. Right, because I went in and protested for my country, because I went in for my fucking kids, I was far right. Now that all the farmers are after seeing this and are after being brutalised by the same government that done the exact same thing to us, they're after fucking up, because now the people that had their backs are after turning on them now. So we're on the road to the victory, lads. We're on the road to victory. I guarantee that.
Right.
Irish, and the bottom line.
What can we do over here in the UK to assist? Is there any way we can help you? I mean,
no. I'll tell you what we do. Because I was over there last May with you. I was over there, right? And I'm going to May. You used to have a big one going on in May, and we'll be all over there again. Now, there's about 500-600 of us that I know of that is going over to you, right? And I know that you have came over to us. So, we have to unite, boys, right? We're not fucking here. It's not back in the fucking mad fucking centuries years ago. That's all. At the end of the day, it was always the elites that fucking put us against each other, and we're all the same people. We're all the same people, and we're going to fucking win this war. We're going to win this war. We're going to beat these bastards, right? And we're going to fucking we're the ones. It's going to be Nuremberg 0.50, right? When we get these bastards, and we're going to rope every one of them and fuck them and fuck them.
Hey, Irish. Okay, don't get the channel shut down just yet.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Irish, do you have any we follow Freedom Dad.
I know Freedom Dad. I was down with Freedom Dad. He was in Dublin. He was there last year. He's from Belfast. I know Freedom Dad. Right, I was over chatting with him. We had a good laugh, good thing. Right, I said to him I was even going to go for a gargle with him, and he just said to me, he goes, "Look, I'm not going to because of what I am." Right, and I said, "That's fair enough. I understand that. I understand where he's coming from, but even though, Freedom Dad is fucking sound, and I love it, right? And that's it. We're united, and that's the end of it.
Well,
that's it.
Amen.
Any friend of Freedom Dad's is a friend of mine. Listen, is it a chat? Do you have a particular YouTube channel that we can support and promote and build links with?
I'm Irish Warriors on TikTok. I don't know what he is now. That's it. I go live on TikTok. Irish Warriors on TikTok. That's all. I think there's about 5,000 followers on TikTok. And
are there any Irish YouTube channels I can reach out to? Any Irish YouTube channels?
Well, you have DC Roams. You have what's Mousy?
Mousy is on there.
Derek Mousy thing, right? Like if you type in Derek Mousy, you'll see his like he goes live every night. He cycles around Dublin city centre showing all these fucking scumbags that's being brought into the country. All these iPass centres and all over the country. So these are good blokes. Do you know what I mean? It's very easy just to type it in.
I'll find them, and I can always talk to Freedom Dad and ask, but I'll find them. Couldn't find it. I see that in Ireland. In Ireland, it's much the same as it is in Wales. The women stand behind you and tell you what to say.
Same here, mate. Same here.
Well, yeah, you don't mind your missus fucking telling you what to do.
No,
but at the end of the day, sometimes they put us fucking straight and they keep us straight. But
they do.
But these are the cunts. These are the cunts that's coming over. These animals, right? These animals, and I won't say who they are because of your channel. You know what I'm talking about, right? We need to get them the fuck out of here, and your country, our country, and we need to get them the fuck out of here altogether. Ren, and I don't mean just deport them. Get them onto a boat and sink the fucking boat. Sink the ship with a lot of them on it in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Sea. Fuck them.
All right.
Love it.
Why don't I just remove the channel now? I'll go delete the channel and we'll see. I've had one copy write strike water today. Another one won't make any difference.
Look, as I said, I'm not going to say names, and I'm not going to say who it is. We all know who it is. We all like a snack bar with a cup of tea. But we know what we're talking about. You know,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Know what you're saying, bro.
But come here, right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump off because I tell you why. I'm out now at the moment, right? Because I'm about to be now 5 days now at that protest. And do you know where I am now? I'm out with two mates of mine and me missus and their two missus. And we're out doing a bit of fishing, night fishing, right, at the pier.
Nice.
The pier, right? So
have a great time.
I'm going to jump off.
Have a real great time.
And I hope you
come back again.
I will indeed.
You will.
Right.
Okay.
Love you, boys. Love you, boys.
We're brothers now. Thank God for that.
And we're going to fucking win this. We're going to win this. We're going to win it.
Of course we are.
Long live Ireland. God bless Ireland.
God bless Ireland.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy having the channel?
Yeah, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a new one, mate. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Hard to think, though, isn't it? It's good to see, though, Gobster, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Years ago,
100%.
I really, and he probably would have felt the same way as me back then. It's terrible, though. It brought this about to unite us. It did indeed.
Mad, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in the I've been on the other side, with the old green on and that, and it's who'd have thought, my friend, that it would be this that unites the Irish and us, and we can actually bury our pasts and move forward together. It's a fantastic thing, I think. A fantastic thing.
Gobster, I've been a bit busy lately, so I haven't been able to keep up with the news. But did I hear today that the British farmers or someone are coming out in support of the Irish fuel strike?
Yeah, apparently so. And I think there's something else about there's going to be a fuel protest May 16th. Is it? I can't remember the post, but there's another one. 3-day protest has been planned as well, mate. So it's going to start. I think it's going to start. I think it's going to start building up now, mate. It's beginning. The ball is beginning to roll. When they were talking about organic protests appearing, I think you're beginning to start to see it now. We're taking our cues from the Irish, and I think it's beginning to. That's it. 13th, 14th, and 15th. 3 days of fuel protests.
I tell you what, I hope this bloody nonsense between us and, if you like, Paul Thorpe and that, and just bloody ends so we can get back to work doing what we're supposed to do, Gobster. Report on events like that.
Yeah, we've got to move forward, and just I just want to get doing what we got to do. That's time. Time is not our ally in this one. I keep saying.
No, we're losing it. Do me a favor, Gobster. I'm going to go pour me a drink, entertain the audience.
Dance routine, which it's like, you know, what you want me to? I don't know. Just go and get your drink.
Anything. Give us a
just
song.
sit here. No, I can't sing it. Fucking hell, it's only just stopped raining. Do you want to start again? Well, and apparently now I'm in charge. Welcome to the live stream of the channel that's about to be struck. Hope everybody's fine. Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's feeling good. The weather's been nice. As I said, I was going to live stream today on my channel, but there was something else going on with 4 people talking, and I thought that was belly dance. Belly dance. Paul's just cancelled the copyright strike, mate. Hello.
I see. How do you know?
Because he's just said in the chat, you pissed off to get a drink. Roll it
Where
back.
is he?
Roll it back. No, roll it back. In the chat. I can't highlight it. 10:37 p.m. Just above where somebody asked me to do a belly dance, which you're not going to get because, again, the weather's been good.
Oh, I can't see it. I'll have to check.
He's there, mate.
Check.
Yeah, it's fine. Carry on. Well, yeah,
right.
well,
what was this about belly dancing? You're doing a belly dance, you said.
Well, that's what they wanted, but you came back. So, and I'm not going to get a belly dance because, you know, I mean, I have some limits. Not many. But yeah, I mean, let's just, yeah, it's good. Let's just move on. You know, let's just get on.
I'm just going to paste the link here. There's a link. I posted a link.
Yeah, because I've got about sort of 6 minutes left, mate, before I have to go because I'm knackered. I've had a long day.
I'm going to have to close down soon myself as well. My wife is coming home shortly, and
oh shit, yeah, you better get it out. Yeah, better go and do the washing up, mate, and tidy up. Yeah, because you know.
How did you know? How did you know I hadn't done that?
Because I'm married as well, mate. I know exactly how it works. I mean, she's at work at the moment as well, so you know.
Is Paul Thorpe in here?
Yeah, he's in the chat, mate. I wasn't making it up.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, Paul, you know, fair play to you, Paul. Well done. Thanks, Paul. That's well done, mate. Thanks for that. It's time for us to start moving forward together. It really is. Let's just bury this shit and let's just get on with what we got to do. Yeah, because time's pressing. It really is. You know, we're running out of time.
I agree. I can't see Paul in here, so I'll just say, well, Paul, it's true that, and I accept what my kinsman has said, you've withdrawn the strike. Thank you. I'll go through the.
It's just come up again. It's just come up again, mate. It's just come up again. Time to unite. Let's go. Crap has got to all of us. Absolutely well said, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it now. There you go. Yeah, he's found you.
I believe you now. Okay, I believe you.
Oh,
okay,
thanks. Now you believe me.
Well, yeah, I can see him there. Right. Okay, thank you for that, Paul. It's a relief. I think it might be a bit too late, though, because we just had an Irishman who broke every rule in the book. So I'll probably be gone at any rate.
Yeah, Paul's his channel's finished. It's done.
Seriously, Paul, at some point, I'd really like to come over to your channel and speak to you one-on-one, where we won't be interrupted or shouted down, and we can have a talk and, well, see if there's any way we can work together, even if we don't always agree with each other. Yeah?
That's the way, mate. I think we have to use the, you know, let's agree to disagree. We all have a common enemy, and we all have a target that we need to push forward to now. And that's what we need to focus on, 100%. Not each other. Stick together, stand the line, and let's go for it as one.
Okay,
and if we disagree on things, we disagree. It is what it is.
I thought Alberthex had gone. Hang on, we've got someone like to come into the room. Stand by then.
Standing by, sir. That's what we need to focus on, 100%. Not each other. Stick together, stand the line, and let's go for it as one. Okay, and if we disagree on things, we disagree. It is what it is.
I thought Alberthex had gone. Hang on, we've got someone like to come into the room. Stand by then.
Standing by, sir.
That's what we need to focus on. 100%. Not each other. Stick together, stand the line, and let's go for it as one. And if we disagree on bits, we disagree.
Oh, okay.
It's what it is.
I thought Albert had gone. Hang on, we've got someone like to come into the room. Stand by then.
Standing by, sir.
That's what we need to focus on.
What was that all about?
I don't know. I thought we were stuck in Groundhog Day, Gobster. You know,
we were. I'm sure I've already said that 10 times before.
I thought, didn't he just say that? I thought, oh, that's it.
Hold on a minute.
Give the round. Look, I'm gonna wind up. No, Gobster. I'm gonna.
That's fine, mate. That's absolutely top one.
Top one. You've been fantastic. What I'm doing now is how I'd like to close down is just chill out now. More for me than the viewers. I just like a bit of music now and to absorb what's done. Well, what fantastic news that was. Really good.
Yeah, it's great. Brilliant.
I think if I had been allowed to have spoke to Paul earlier on over on the Vindicator, we would have resolved it much sooner. I really believe that. But there we go. Okay, then, thanks a lot, Gobster. I'm going to start playing some tunes now. You stick around. No, total respect you. Love the Peaky Blinders.
Thanks, mate.
Garrett, we stand with our brothers in Ireland. Good night, Gobster.
Absolutely.
Take care, brother.
Good night.
Well, what a night. What a night. It's like that Blackadder. Blackadder the Fourth, you know. The war, it's ended in 1917. Yeah. Of course, who'll break the ceasefire? Who'll break the truce? I won't break the truce. Well, not unless I have to. I don't. Seriously, let's chill out now, guys. It's been a stressful day, as you know. Oh, let me show you guys. You think life is bad? Let me show you something. This will break your heart. You know, I was at that funeral today. I could have done without this. This is a friend of mine. Oh, so sad. She died. We buried her today. She was great. She was a lovely girl. Bloody cancer. And of course, we had this upset today. She had a wicker basket. It was really strange. I'd never seen a wicker coffin before. Ta-ra, babe. Yes, DJ Sue. Is BC Wench still in here? She done a fantastic job. She did. I think it was our ladies who sweet talked Paul. But shall we have a little bit of music now, guys? Why not? Oh. Oh.
It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the heart lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather. I've outlasted the heat of the day. But I'm tired of being a hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home.
Thank you, Bad Wolf, for your music. We love it.
The tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed.
None.
I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory, or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather, I've outlasted the heat of the day, but I'm tired of being the hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home. The tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans dreams and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather. I've outlasted the heat of the day. But I'm tired of being the hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home.
Well, guys, thank you very much, Martin. Indeed, you know, I might actually get some run with that. I really might. But, you know, the Green Arrow bar's shut, but WCP is always open for one more drink.
The dust settles down on the highway, and the neon starts fading to blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows in every town I've passed through, but there's a light in the window calling, like a bell ringing steady and free. I finally found where I'm grounded. Yeah, WCP is the place to be. Oh, WCP is the place to be, where the handshakes are honest and the coffee is free. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me, 'cause WCP is the place to be. They say that the road is a master that leads you to nowhere at all, but I've built me a bridge over trouble, and I finally stepped over the wall. You can keep all your gold and your silver and your ships out on the deep rolling sea. I'll take the peace and the promise of the folks down at WCP.
Sorry to interrupt the music, guys. Muttley, thanks very much, mate. You've done enough. You brought in some new members last week. Honestly, we've got enough members now. We're going to have enough money to pay for our Starlink and its installation. So we're doing okay. Oh, that would help with the £100 I owe on that. So, but please, only give it if you can afford it. I really, really mean that, Muttley. I don't even like having to take anything, but it is appreciated. And for the rum fund, well, okay. Oh, thank you, Muttley. I don't know what to say. Thanks.
OWCP is the place to be, where the handshakes are honest and the coffee is free. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me. 'Cause WCP is the place to be. You know, sometimes you wander so far, you forget what it's like to belong. But then you walk through those doors and you realize you're home. Yeah, I'm hanging my head where the spirit is free. WCP, that's the place for me. Just a few more miles to go. The green arrow, honey.
Mediocre mod has pointed out that there's going to be more than one more. I've had a couple of rums now, thanks to Muttley and his generosity. I don't have to go down under the subway tomorrow with the methylated spirits. I was, yeah, okay. Do you want the Jeff Taylor song? I'll look for that if you want it, lady. Thinking about this business with Paul Thorpe. people, I don't like conflict. I don't like attacking people. Since I left the forces and that, I can't even watch a war film. I don't like it. I can do it, and I'm not frightened to accept it. But I don't like conflict. I really don't like conflict. Oh, well, I'll look for the Jeff song. Oh, all right. Let's get back to the music. Here he was, wasn't it? I'm going to look for Jeff Thorpe. Oh, I'm all over the place now. Too much rum. What happened there? There.
There's a crimson stain deep in the valley where the ghosts of the cavalry ride, and the stories.
But let me show you something that happened on Sunday.
Jeff Taylor woke up to the sound of his alarm groaning, which seemed fitting. He himself was groaning.
Hello there.
His hair was a chaotic swirl of grey on the sides, leaving the top suspiciously bare, like a tiny, reluctant stage. His mustache, however, stood perfectly in line, sternly disciplined, silently judging the rest of him. He yawned. The first challenge, dressing for his first YouTube video of the day. He shuffled through a wardrobe made for bigger people. Pinstripe suit, check. Oversized paperclip, check. Socks that actually matched, a small miracle. He tugged at his sleeves, straightened his collar, and, in a moment of vanity or despair, examined himself from head to toe. "You're presentable," he said aloud, mostly to himself. Pausing, he added, "ish." His tiny frame in the huge chair looked almost comically heroic, like a man trying to occupy a space far larger than himself. Today was for marches, for crowds, for flags snapping in the wind, and for shouting into the void. The streets were alive. Union Jacks waved, megaphones barked, chants rose and fell like unpredictable waves. Jeff planted himself among them, elbow high to most knees, trying to wedge a voice into the roar. "Excuse me, hello, just a quick word." A boot nearly crushed him. He leapt sideways with surprising agility, adjusted his paperclip, and tried again. "My name is Jeff Taylor," he shouted, reddening as the familiar indignation took hold. "I've got no hair. Well, not on top. Please don't just walk past. Listen, just hear me." The crowd roared on, oblivious. His tiny feet stomped. His fists gestured wildly. He was invisible, a storm in a thimble. He ducked under waving flags, sidestepped trampling boots, flinched around elbows. Every attempt to speak was swallowed by the surrounding chaos. He was a proper fury, confined to a very small body. He muttered to no one in particular. There was another reason he kept at it, a quiet, driving challenge that fueled all his red-faced shouting. Tommy Robinson. Seeing the man, hearing the name, imagining being noticed, even briefly, by him, that was a dream, a goal. The impossible little spark that made all the nearly trampling, the chaos, the shouting worth it.
Hello there.
Hours later, he finally trudged home. No noise, no boots, no near-extinction events every half second. Just a chair, a quiet room, and a cup of cocoa he held like a fragile trophy. The steam curled upward, warm and comforting, carrying with it the faint scent of triumph that nobody else would ever smell. He flicked on a live stream he had bookmarked, the one he watched every night. Familiar voice, familiar name, clear, unprompted. He froze, rewound, played it again. There it was, undeniable. A small, slow smile curled his lips. For a brief moment, he wasn't invisible. The world had noticed his efforts, his chaos, his tiny fury, all validated. And even if Tommy Robinson had no idea, even if the recognition was fleeting, it had felt close enough. He leaned back in his chair, cocoa in hand, and felt something he rarely allowed himself. Chuffed. Properly chuffed. The little man had won today in the only way that mattered.
Hello
He had
there.
been heard. "Hello there," he whispered softly to himself,
Hello
not
there.
demanding, not asking, just said.
Well,
He had a
hello
great
there.
night's sleep that night, dreaming of the day he had just lived. Every march, every shout,
Hello
every
there.
near miss, every red-faced indignation replayed like a tiny parade in his dreams.
Hello there.
He slept like someone who had finally been noticed, tiny, triumphant, and utterly satisfied. Good night, children. And remember, if you're not nice to people, and you tell fibs to the world, one day Focus on Britain might just make a video about you. Bye for now.
Woke up, felt surreal. Told me on the telly, making big deal, smiling, saying that would be nice. Then it's back to his room, to his same old life. Staring lines, like and subscribe. Gets it right this time under his task. Don't forget Jeff. Got it all planned, but it feels off track. Half a dream that he can't get back. Fake the clip getting heavy. Personality, I show life. Hello there, my name is Jeff, and I've got thinning hair. Would you like and subscribe? Or send me some cash, 'cause my name is Jeff Taylor, and I've got a tash. Hello there, streets loud. Million people in a waving crowd. Faces change, you don't recognize. Under his eyes, angry, no one cares. Too small, drowned out by the louder voices. Cars, I am here, don't land right. Disappears. Hello there, my name is Jeff, and I've got thinning hair. Would you like and subscribe? Or send me some cash, 'cause my name is Jeff Taylor, and I've got a tash. Hello there, scrolling through his phone, looking for proof he was not alone. Swear I was there. Smooth like an elf, late screen on bright. Finds a live stream later that night. Saw me saying it with a grin, leans in, spotting him in, thinks he hears something close to his name. Sounds the same, smiling now. Somehow he's small, but it don't feel that way. For a little moment at the end of the day, watches it once, then once again, like he is proving where he has been. Hello there, my name is Jeff, and I've got thinning hair. Would you like and subscribe? Or send me some cash, 'cause my name is Jeff Taylor, and I've got a tash. Hello there, lays down quiet, thinking back on it all that way. Still not seen, but he don't mind. Small as a mouse. Hello there, I am Jeff Taylor. Advance is finished. Thought is diminished. That is that.
I didn't get my share of the shekels last time, Richard.
No, I know.
Come all you weary travelers and hearken to my tale of a brigantine of cedarwood that weathered every gale. She didn't hunt for silver coin or chests of Spanish tea, but sailed for every soul in need across the churning sea. The rigging hums a noble tune beneath the light of a hunter's moon. Oh, the green arrow flies o'er the crest and the foam. With a heart made of gold, he will lead the way home. With a crew full of heroes, the brave and the bold, they're worth more than all of the pirate king's gold. Heave away, haul away, the green arrow's here to save the day. Now the captain was a quiet man with eyes of forest light. He'd pull a drowning sailor from the clutches of the night. He kept no iron shackles and he kept no heavy whip, just a band of honest brothers on a mercy-giving ship. Oh, the green arrow flies o'er the crest and the foam. With a heart made of gold, he will lead the way home. With a crew full of heroes, the brave and the bold, they're worth more than all of the pirate king's gold. Heave away, haul away, the green arrow's here to save the day. beacon rose in anger and the sky turned ink and black. The arrow didn't falter and he didn't turn his back. He stood upon the quarter-deck, a beacon in the spray, and led his band of heroes till the breaking of the day. So if you're lost at sea, my lad, and hope is wearing thin, look out toward the horizon where the stormy clouds begin. You'll see a flash of emerald, a hull of sturdy oak, and find the finest people that the heavens ever spoke. Oh, the green arrow flies o'er the crest and the foam, with a heart made of gold he will lead the way home. With a crew full of heroes, the brave and the bold, they're worth more than all of the pirate king's gold. Heave away, haul away, the green arrow's here to save the day. The green arrow is coming home.
+3. Cold tea. A camera already rolling. Paul, known to his ever-growing audience as the Green Arrow, leaned into the glow of his ring light, adjusting his headphones like a man preparing for battle.
It's like being at
Right,
the cinema,
he'd mutter, smirking at his own reflection. Let's see who needs a bit of truth today. And just like that, another video began. The internet had become his battlefield, not with swords or shields, but with thumbnails, timestamps, and that unmistakable grin. Where others scrolled past nonsense, Paul paused. Where others ignored it, Paul clicked. And where most would walk away, Paul leaned in and said, "No, this one's mine." There were moments, plenty of them, where he could have just ignored it. A wild claim, a dodgy stream, another voice shouting into the void. Most would shrug and move on, but not Paul, because to him, ignoring it wasn't the point. He'd chuckle, shake his head, take a sip of something stronger than tea, and say, you shouldn't have said that. And that's when it began. Clip by clip, frame by frame, a raised eyebrow here, a cheeky wink there. He didn't just respond, he performed. The comments would flood in before he'd even finished. He's done it again. Green Arrow doesn't miss. Someone check on the other guy, and Paul, he'd just laugh. The kind of laugh that said, you've made a terrible error of judgment. Because every jab became content. Every dig became another moment, and every moment another win. But somewhere along the line, something changed. The persona evolved. The Green Arrow was no longer just reacting. He'd become something else entirely. A sort of anti-hero, a rogue crusader, a one-man tribunal with a ring light instead of a gavel. Grifters? Oh, he had opinions on those. Those who only came for the money, the loud ones, the flashy ones. The trust me bro merchants with suspiciously expensive backdrops and even more suspicious claims. He'd say, narrowing his eyes, something smells off. But it wasn't all serious business, because outside the battlefield of bad takes, there was chaos. Beautiful, glorious chaos. All the messages, all the attention. And unfortunately for Paul, apparently all the ladies. Now, to be clear, Paul remained a married man.
No, you still
very much so.
I'm married.
The chat would light up, messages flying, reactions piling in. And suddenly, there it was, a full-blown digital stampede. I love you, Paul. Notice me. Green Arrow, please. And Paul would just sit there trying to keep his composure, as if he wasn't being metaphorically chased across the screen by what can only be described as a slow-motion montage of chaos, cheeky comments, and very enthusiastic enthusiasm. At one point, if you squinted, it was practically a Benny Hill sketch. But he never bit, not once. I'm a married man, he'd say calmly, as if that explained everything, which, to be fair, it did. And then, every now and again, he'd glance at the camera, pause, give a small knowing wink, and the entire chat would lose its collective mind. Meanwhile, far away from the noise, there was silence. Mr. Thorpe, a name that lingered in the background like a forgotten footnote. Paul had checked once. Curiosity, really. The last time he looked, 8 subscribers. 8, not shouted, not mocked, just noted. Because not everyone stays in the game, and not everyone builds something that lasts. But Paul, he kept going. Night after night, stream after stream, turning nonsense into content, turning noise into momentum, turning a camera into a stage. And whether you loved him, doubted him, or were just there for the chaos, you watched, you listened, and eventually you understood. Because in the end, the Green Arrow wasn't just a man online. He was a phenomenon, a legend, a mildly confusing force of nature with very strong opinions and impeccable timing. And somewhere, off in the distance, you could still hear the faint echo of that laugh, the grin, the chase. The Green Arrow has wrapped up his stream, reminding everyone to vote for Restore Britain. After signing off, rumours started flying, some saying the legend went off to celebrate in wild fashion. But of course, that's just hearsay. Let's not forget, he's a married man to a lovely lady. On a more serious note, Focus on Britain would like to extend a big thank you to the Green Arrow for his support and for sending his community our way. The positive responses have meant a lot and truly help us grow.
Half-past 3, screen glow, green coat, see wild theory. Listen close, he says. He's pacing around a room where nobody stays. Anxious, angry, arrogant. While he's on a mission with the truth in his hands, calling out the grifters across the lands. Green Arrow of the online streets. Green Arrow of the online streets. He don't miss, he just reloads. Winks at the camera and he hits the road. Rattle thoughts, numbers high, 300,000 people standing by, declaring Paul just laughed, checks his reflection in the looking glass, half road, half down, smooth, the hair on his head right down. Paul is on a mission with the truth in his hands, calling out the grifters across the lands. Green Arrow of the online streets. Green Arrow of the online streets. He don't miss, he just reloads, winks at the camera, then he hits the road. Maybe days are long gone, maybe days are dead, maybe dead behind him. Now he's trading the ocean for a screen instead. Betty Hill, exit overdrive, chasing the trouble just to feel alive, feeling alive, feeling alive. Justice, maybe a smile, he laughs it off in his usual style. Uncertain story spreads, living inside of their scrolling heads, walking line between the truth and the trend. While he's on a mission with the truth in his hands, calling out the grifters across the lands. Green Arrow of the online streets. Green Arrow of the online streets. He don't miss, he just reloads, winks at the camera, then he hits the road. Restless heart, restless mind, debt unpaid, left behind. Keep on talking, talking, talking into the night.
Oh, what's this one? This one looks racy. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Boogie Street. This is Boogus, but they call it Boogie Street. This is what happens when you feed me rum. I forget to press the mic and Rabbi asked to kick me. I want to thank all of you who went over to the Vindicator channel tonight. I did see some of the comments where you were showing your support for our channel. It is our channel. Always remember that. This is where we come to chill and relax. To be honest, I'll let you into a secret. I just sit here and listen to the music if I had my way. And listen to what you guys have to say. And yeah, your support means everything to me. We've had 2 super chats tonight, 3. Ribeye said, and I missed seeing them come in. And so I'll have a talk to Ribeye and we'll make a donation tomorrow. No, I can't do that. I'm supposed to buy equipment with that. I don't know. Okay, guys, here we go. We are signing off now. Thank you really, really very much. Your support means everything. Together we can win. Oh, I'm being a silly old sod now, and oh, what can you do?
Well, thank y'all for coming, folks. We'll be right pleased to be seeing y'all again soon. Please don't forget to put your little pinkies on those like and subscribe buttons as you get your hats and coats on the way out. Y'all be having a safe trip home, and please can somebody make sure GA gets home okay? I think he might have had a little too much rum. Goodbye.